Alright, so first off, let's address the really obvious problem staring us in the face here. You're probably thinking, widescreen? What kind of sociopath would play a Game Boy Color game in 16 by 9? This is a terrible idea. As YouTuber and virulent racist Jontron once said, why? Why would you do that? So anyway, let's pick out the time, 'cause that's what you do in the land of Pokemon. You inform people of the time. They do that for the day and night feature, you know. Gosh, I was so excited for the day and night feature back in the day, I didn't even know it was in the game. And then one day I just turned on the game a little later than usual, and holy crap, look at that. And it was nighttime both in the game and real life. But you don't care about that, you just want to watch Pokemon wail on each other. So that arrow on the text box, you see how it's overlapping the box itself? Do you think it's just doing that because of my poor choice in aspect ratio? Or what's going on there? Wonder if on an original Game Boy if that would be visible. Okay, time to pick out a funny name like the Let's Players always do. There you go. Jontron, we were just talking about him, and now he's gonna go on a whimsical Pokemon adventure. Ooh. Do you think it was really painful for that to happen? No, that's dumb. That's a bad Let's Player joke. Was it actually hurtful when the player shrunk down to current size? Okay, so this bitch is just yapping at us, blah 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 blah. As Eustace said on Courage the Cowardly Dog, blah blah blah. I did the impression better the last time, a couple of weeks ago. Today's not Sunday, but whatever, none of this shit matters. As Carl once said in Aquatine, it don't matter. None of this matters. Oops. Okay, there we go. Done with that. Let's go pick out a starter. Hooey. There's so much talking. How did they expect kids to ever play this? They can't even freaking read, and you're just gonna hit them with a full book full of useless stuff. And did you know that Pokemon live in this world? Pokemon surround us everywhere, and it just goes on and on. Okay, I'm a Cyndaquil type of guy, so I guess we don't need to decide any further than that. Did you ever see those videos where people complain about the new model for Cyndaquil's evolution, so where it doesn't have the flames on the back, so it just looks like a stupid badger? Yeah, I don't know where I came up with Family Guy. It was just the first thing that comes to mind. You just gotta roll with it. As Fred Durst once famously said, keep rolling, rolling, rolling. That was him, wasn't it? Whatever. Okay, and this 60-year-old man's gonna give a 10-year-old boy his phone number. That's a little odd. There are a lot of questionable themes in the world of Pokemon. I was just thinking of that synthcore thing with, there are many, many complex characters in anime. In this case, there are many, many questionable themes in Pokemon. So off we go. We gotta go talk to Edgelord McGee here. He's basically Shadow the Hedgehog, but in human form. The cool Edgelord version of you. Okie dokie, here we go. Let's catch some mans. This is the guy that shows you how to catch Pokemon in case you're completely stupid. But they save that for later, because we don't have any Pokeballs right now. No point in doing that. So, here we go. First attack, as the Marvel vs. Capcom announcer says. So, here we have super simplistic combat meant for simple-minded fools and children. You just do the same attack over and over again until one of you gives in. Painfully slow. I win every time. It's like that funny thing people used to say, what is it with that vending machine game? I win every time. In this case, yes, we win every time in Pokemon. Expecting to lose in Pokemon is just as ridiculous as expecting to lose at something that isn't a game, like a vending machine. Okay, almost to the next town. Okay, what do we got next? Like a Centrant or a Hoppip? Ooh, a Beedrill. The sprite work in this game is very good, even though they only had a few colors to work with. I believe the limit was 2 colors plus black, or something like that. So in this case you got the yellow and the red, maybe 3 colors. He's got sort of a brownish maroon on his legs. But yeah, they were able to make some interesting designs with very limited skills. Isn't that one of the design philosophies out there? If you set limits for yourself, you can create amazing things. You can chop your pinky off like a Yakuza, and it'll cause you to make fantastical sprite designs in Game Boy Color games. Probably not those kind of limitations. So, onward we go. What's Boogie 298 got to say? Okay, well, I guess we'll talk to him later. That's the thing with recording the gameplay and commentary separately. Sometimes I don't always know what past me was gonna do. So, did you ever hear the thing about how Cloyster is supposed to look like a certain body part, let's say? I can kinda see it. I mean, I've never seen one in person, but based on the limited information I have, there seems to be a similarity. So, Aura Beam, holy fuck! That's gonna be the end of us. Oh, well, fuck it. Let's move on. Who cares? What an episode this has been. Okay, so, we're gonna talk to the wise old professor. You're not very good at Pokemon. I can smell it on you. We're gonna turn down his advice. He's just gonna have a different voice where he says, dickhead! Like a Grand Theft Auto NPC. Okay, so the Map Man is somewhere in this town. We get to meet with those guys, the Map Men from that YouTube channel, Map Men. You know, the two English people who like maps. Yeah, they're in this game somewhere. And one of them had that funny song that he did about Boris Johnson that one time. Never watch a documentary about Boris Johnson, he will follow you to blah blah blah. Gosh, this just must sound completely incomprehensible to anyone who's not me. Not just this joke, but the episode as a whole. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. How the heck is anybody supposed to follow this shit? Alright, Family Guy, you gotta win the game for us. Okay, not off to a good start. I think we'll pull through. Let's do a mathematical calculation here. 3 damage for every one of their hits, and visibly more than 3 for mine. Just keep the hits coming. The hit parade, as it were. Remember that from the All in the Family theme song? Songs that made the hit parade. I don't actually know what the hit parade is, because I'm not 80 years old, but I just know the term. Anyway, we seem to be pretty evenly matched with this Chansey. Okay, that'll decide it. I don't know why that attack did so much more damage. I mean, it's not like we had a critical hit. Okay, and we had our Sensu Bean we were holding to get all our health back, so that's pretty cool. Lots of EXP for that one. We're going straight to the top. So I think the goal here is we gotta talk to the guy at the top of this mountain or whatever. This isn't a mountain. Why did I say that? Okay, so more Pokemon battles. So this move he's doing here is gonna make it impossible to fight him, Because now he's the ghost type and our attacks can't do nothing. So we'll just leave him be. In that respect, I guess his attempt to defend himself worked successfully. Okay, so that brown man on the right is Professor Oak, by the way. That's right, the Professor Oak of Pokemon fame. Hello, Ash, it's me, Professor Oak. You may remember me from the beginning of this video where I introduced the game, and there was that lady and also, and I helped you pick out a name. Remember that? Good times. Everyone has a lot to say in this game. People talk for hours but say nothing. Okay. So much of this is just junk. But then again, I'm not really the target demographic for this. So we're helping him with something. I'm just skipping through the dialogue, but I saw something about, can you help us? Isn't there anyone who can help? I'm gonna be genuinely impressed if you know what that was from. Okay. We got a call on our Metal Gear Solid communicator here. The ring did sound a little similar. Okay, and the developers assume we're some kind of idiot and we don't know where to go, so they had to call in and tell us that you, the stupid player, need to go back to this location and do this, or else. So we got the antidote, I guess. Did I put anything else in my notes for this episode? Here's Kevin from the office. I'm gonna do an impression of him. Here, I'll share this with you. Jontron received a berry. Well, he didn't say that. That was just the game text. But maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're my Wonderwall. That's what the Professor Elm's gonna say when we go back to save him from the violent criminal. And here's that violent criminal now. So here we go. He's gonna hurt us in the very worst way a tutorial boss can. I'm sure you've seen all those lousy video game parodies over the years where they make fun of the fact that these hardened criminals solve their problems with Pokemon battles, and there was that one comic where the Team Rocket member reaches into his holster like he's gonna take out a gun, but instead he just takes out a Pokeball, and then all of a sudden he's all goofy and stupid looking, and yeah, that was a Brawl in the Family comic back in the day. Those comics were good. Good stuff all around. So, Totodile versus Cyndaquil. The greatest conflict of all time. The eternal struggle. There you go. What was that? 3 hits? So anywho, since I've been going through this dialogue so incredibly fast, I should probably mention that canonically this guy stole that Pokemon that we just fought against. And that's pretty serious stuff. A Pokemon theft is a gateway drug. One minute you're grabbing a Totodile off a table, the next you're being sentenced to death for killing and dismembering 9 people. So on that note, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully.
Thank you very much. It feels good to... Thank you very much. It feels good to... Scott Bell is the Antichrist!